Hello there, Uncle Swinney back with Portal 2. Last time, we turned over control of Aperture Science to Wheatley, who promptly went on a power trip and threw us down into the bowels of the old Aperture Science lab, like really deep bowels of the lab that no human being has been in however long it's been. On the good side, we're in the part of the game with Cave Johnson. I thought this walkway was broken at some point. Having my own technical problems on my end. Nothing to worry about. How did I miss this? This is a terrible idea. Whee! Yeah. Yes. Aperture Science Innovations. Not as catchy as Aperture Science. Where we do what we must because our AI is completely off of...
Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Why would you do that?
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
That is not a good thing. At all. Okay, there's a method to this madness. But as ever with Aperture Science, there is no telling where the method or madness begins and ends. Wait, I jump on these tanks? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking it is a resounding no. One more word about gasoline blood, and somebody's getting a spanking, Mr. Johnson. And it'll be me who does the spankering. And that is the second time I've fallen like that.
Just a heads Heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be coal. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen.
How did this guy become a scientist? Nepotism, mayhaps? Okay. Okay, there's a way forward. I just don't know what that looks like. Okay, something about a super collider, cold pea, and what were you?
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline.
The gas
That's normal.
blood.
We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Okay, how do I think I need to launch myself, but there doesn't seem to be any portable surfaces from which to do that. Okay, there. Goody. The elevator only goes one way, not another. One way or another. Soup. Come on, what am I doing wrong here? What am I not getting? That's the third or fourth time.
happy about this lack of progress.
Is the Count Von Count keeping track? Because at this point, I think you'd be the only one who could keep track of the exact times I died there. There's another headache figuring out it's a long shot. But at this point, I will look into it. Only out of sheer frustration. I do not care for running around like this. Rigmarole backtracking. It is frustrating. It is annoying. I don't like it. I just want to have fun. But why? How is it fun if I am backtracking in ways I should probably not have to? Why did I even go up this elevator in the first place? I don't even remember what I did last time. Apart from the very brief recap I did, but that is not technically relevant. Inspiration has... Inspiration has struck. Geronimo! That was... It's always the simple solutions that you overlook.
Gel pressure control, eh?
Now what? And will it take several minutes to do it?
Ooh, tiny telephones. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Yes, I'm old. What of it? Well, of course people will be allergic to antimatter. It's antimatter. And now I seem to be stuck in here. And now I have found a route out.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
That sounds like a terrible idea, Mr. Johnson.
right, let's get started.
How does it
This
know
first test
I'm
involves
here?
something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Pudding substitute? Yeah, no kidding it was pulled from shelves. The whole point of food is to eat it. How could you bungle that? Boing!
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Fair enough, but how do I go from there, here to there?
I demand a satisfying answer, Mr. Cave Johnson. Or so help me, I will paint you green and call you Mr. Gibbles. The universe's happiest monkey.
Don't let the name fool you, he's actually quite despondent about the whole thing. He literally can't feel any other emotion other than happiness. It's actually kind of sad. And he is so acute, and he is acutely aware of that. Why did I even ramble about that? Why, oh why, oh why, oh why did I ramble about a monkey I just made up for the sake of a goofy insult? There might be a logical explanation, but I'm not optimistic. I know myself too well.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
What is wrong with you people?
Happiness Hotel in the Muppet Caper was more up to code than this place. And keep in mind, that was a hotel run by crazy puppets. Boing, boing. Then it stopped. Boing, ba boing, boing.
boing, boing. Boing, 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 boing. Methinks they want me to go that way, but I cannot definitively say for certain.
Oh, in
Answer
case
is
you
yes.
get covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Well, that's reassuring. I will not get repulsion gel on my bones. How would I do that in the first place? I'm pretty sure this isn't that kind of game.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Yippee! Why am I saying yippee? Wait, my joke was about The Simpsons. More asbestos! More asbestos, I say! I completely fumbled the joke! Boo me! Boo me! I bungled a Simpsons joke. Yeah. Asbestos is not good for you. Okay. Gotta do something. But what that is ever, they have no clue what that something is.
I want to see if I can lick my elbow.
And that did nothing. Why did I do that? Why did I think that would accomplish something? Ugh. Okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing right? And why? Okay. Ooh, that looks promising. And it is. Even though it's a dilapidated mess.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
There is not enough. Wait, I think I have a brilliant idea. Keep in mind I said I think I have an idea. I did not definitively say I had one.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Is that a fact now? Wait, I didn't drink any of the coffee. I don't drink coffee, period. It's tap water and soda for me. Not energy drinks, though. You basically need a laxative to fully get those out of your system.
Now, if you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast. I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Gelatin!
Seriously, though, are they implying that they somehow got it? Bad pudding. Very naughty pudding. Darn it. Didn't get enough fake pudding. I am covered in pudding. Why is this stuff apparently pudding?
it being toxic defeats the entire point of it being food. To eat, to consume, to draw valuable vitamins and nutrients. Okay, in my rambling, I may have neglected something. Unintentionally. Don't worry, I think there is a workaround. Of some variation. And I went backwards. Silly me. Silly me.
I have made progress. Now what? I think I may have unwittingly gone in a giant circle of some variety. Never mind. Never mind.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Boing. The box has gone rogue. It's the Cube Revolution, and they're not taking prisoners. Not like that last time, they basically only took prisoners. Boing, 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 da boing, 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 boing. How do I get this crate down? This crate down? This crate down? Da 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 da. Jeez. Okay. I don't. Okay, clearly I do need to keep that down, but it still raises the question of how do I get on the elevator? Obviously, like... Of course! It's so obvious!
Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not Mary save science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box, you're stopped. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
He's funny but crazy.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
Wait. How do I get out? What is... Something is amiss. A Swiss miss. I am not craving hot chocolate, I am just making wordplay. Very interesting. I think. Is something interesting here? I don't know. More gel? Was this also an attempt to make pudding? Probably. Darn it. Did the thing again. I did the thing incorrectly. Okay. Well, I have technically made progress. It was just the incorrect kind of And I did it again, of course I did it again. Why wouldn't I do it again? Again and 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 again. I don't know. I was just asked to come down here and see there was trouble at the mill, that's all. I mean, I wasn't expecting some kind of Spanish Inquisition. And I'll be honest, I'm more surprised that they didn't just burst in when I said that. Promising.
What? It's been years since I played this game. Honestly, a miracle I got this far.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related?
Was I touching something not test related? Who can say? And what was that about missing astronauts?
If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there.
Why?
The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%.
That is profoundly dangerous.
All right, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it.
Yep.
Hello, I got a... Why did I get an achievement for looking at a life preserver? Borealis? Maybe significant, maybe not. And this entire area seems to be sealed off. Why is that? Why is it sealed off? What sense does any of that make? What happened there? Okay. I am missing something, and I have no clue what it could be. It's funny because $60 could probably buy you a yacht at one time. Number 23. Who wants to swap numbers? Wait. A little to the leg. Goo, goo, goo.
My hobbies include faking the noises of injuries.
Oh, hi. Say,
Huh?
you're good at murder. Could you
Ah.
murder this bird for me?
I don't think that's a crow.
feelings? Please get it off me.
Fine, I may need you
Thanks.
anyway.
Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. No tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Wow, you stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go.
Well, that's peculiar.
Where are we?
Potato
How
on
long
a
have I been
pole.
out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
What? Why? Why isn't it opening? 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 Okay, I'm missing something, but what is it? And I don't trust you to give good advice at this point, GLaDOS. We are not at that stage in our relationship. And I catapulted us into the abyss, of course.
Oh, hi. Say, you're good at murder. Oh, thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. Wow, you stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Oh, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get it.
We heard you the first time. What time is it? I think this might be a good place to stop.
Did anything happen while I was out?
This has been Uncle Swinney with Portal 2, signing off. Goodbye.